Okay, welcome back. Now we're going to look at checking answers to algebra questions, which is topic 11, and we have actual notes for this, not just some examples, but actual. Oh, maybe it's just examples. Okay. Um, Checking the answer to your algebra questions is really, really important. Um, when you first learn algebra, you actually start learning algebra in grade 1, actually, believe it or not. But when you start calling it algebra, you're given questions that are really easy. For example, now you don't write this down. You don't need to write this down. You get like 3 plus n equals 5. And you can look at that and you go, yeah, n equals 2. And you know that because you know that 3 plus 2 equals 5. And that's great. It's good. It is actually good that you're able to do that sort of thing in your head. But algebra is really about the process. And in fact, when you're in class with me, we will do a call and response where I go, algebra is what? And you all go, it's about the process. Okay, because it's all about the process. All right. So you have to be able to check your answer because you're eventually going to get questions that look like this. Oh, I should make this a little bit bigger. Oops. Let's make this 150. Okay. You're going to look at this and you've got 5x plus 33 minus 3x equals 9x minus 4x. Yeah. Okay. Can you look at that and know if 0 is the correct answer? I can't. Okay, so what I want to do is teach you a formal method for checking your answer that you will be expected to, this is a learning outcome for Math 9, so you will be expected to do this. Oh, where'd it go? Okay, you will be expected to do this. So we have the equation, and what we're doing right here is we're pretending that you've solved this equation and you've done the work and you get x equals 0. That's the answer you get. Okay, so the way you check this is you go left side and right side. So LS stands for left side, and that means everything to the left of the equal sign. And RS stands for right side, which is everything to the right of the equal sign in the original equation. Okay, so this is left side, and this is right side. And the first couple of questions that I ask you to do this with, or when you're checking your own work, it's pretty straightforward. And there might only be a 2 on the right side, for example. But I still want you to do the process, okay? Because why? Because algebra is what? It's all about the process, okay? So the first thing to do is I'm going to write down what was originally on, the first thing I do is between my LS and my RS, I write that I think x equals 0. That's like my hypothesis. That's what I'm testing, okay? And then the key thing here is to do the left side and the right side separate from each other, okay? So I'm going to do the left side. It says 5x plus 33 minus 3x. And then I'm going to replace my x's with 0. So this becomes 5 times 0 plus 33 minus 3 times 0. And then 5 times, and now I'm just going to simplify it like we did in those order of operations questions we did at the beginning of the course. So 5 times 0 is 0, 33 is 33, and 3 times 0 is 0, so our answer on this side is 33. Okay, that's as simple as I can get it. It's just a number. It's 33. That is what that side of the equation equals if x is 0. All right. The right side, I do the same thing, but I do it, you do it as a separate thing. And that's because if you try and do both sides at the same time, your brain really wants you to be happy and your brain wants you to be right. And your brain will trick you into thinking that it's right when it's not. And if we separate the left side from the right side, we reduce the opportunity for our brains to trick us that way. Okay, so all I'm doing now is looking at the right side of the equation. I have 9x minus 4x, which is 9 times 0 minus 4 times 0, which is 0 minus 0, which is 0. And then I'm going to circle that, which is kind of weird to do when it's a 0, but there you go. So because I can't get that any simpler, 0 is just 0. Well, it's pretty simple. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line from one of my circled numbers to the other circled numbers, which is my way of saying, hey, I'm going to compare these now. Are they the same? Nope, they're definitely not the same. So there is a mistake here somewhere. Okay, that's all I know, is that there's a mistake here somewhere. I could have made the mistake here in my checking of the left side. I could have made it in the checking of the right side, or it could be that my x equals 0 is wrong. Okay, my recommendation is if these come out different, that you check your calculations here first and your calculations here first, usually because they're the easier calculations to check, and just make sure you haven't made a silly mistake in there. And if you're pretty confident that you've done the right thing there, then you go back and you redo your equation, you resolve your equation. Okay, I'm not asking you to do that here because all I'm asking you to do here is check to see if the answer is correct. Okay, if the answer you're given. Okay, let's do another example. So my left side is everything here, and my right side is everything to the right of the equation. And I think that x equals 2. So the left side of my equation is 5x plus x minus 3, which is 5 times 2 plus 2 minus 3, which is 10 plus 2 minus 3, which is 12 minus 3, which is 9. And the right side of the equation, oh look, the right side of the equation was just 9. Okay. So this is an example where if I had been doing this, I might like jump to 9 if I've got that 9 in the front of my head because I'm doing it looking at like this, looking at the whole equation at one time. I might jump to 9 even if I shouldn't be. Okay. And then I'm going to compare the 9 here, the number that I got here, which is 9, to the number I got here, which is also 9. They're the same, and I'm going to give myself a check mark because I am now pretty sure that 2 is the correct solution to this equation of 5x plus x minus 3 equals 9. Okay, for these ones, there are 10 questions here for you to check. You're to do this on your own paper and then have me mark it. Hopefully by the time I'm posting this video, I've set up the Google Classroom for you to submit things to me. And we can and you can submit them that way. Okay, so go do that and hand it in so I can mark it. All right, because there's not just a yes or no answer. This one I'm really marking the process. Okay, all right, enjoy yourself. Bye.